4, and that was only we did not start at 12:30. And I apologize. I showed people my very first meeting of the year. We started a few minutes late, and there was a gentleman who came to me after that meeting and said, "You should always start your meetings on time." And ever since 2016, I've tried to make the point, and I apologize if I seem somewhat obsessed with that. But I believe also that people who come on time expecting the meeting to start, they're not necessarily have to wait. So I try to be cognizant of that. So with that, we are calling to order and do a roll call.
Councilmember Ritter.
Here.
Mayor Rabel.
Here.
Mayor Tuck.
Present.
Supervisor McCarty.
Here.
Supervisor Hippel.
Here.
Mayor Price.
Present.
Mayor Alexander. Mayor Helsel. Mayor Glover. Supervisor Cornwell. Mayor Newman. Mayor Dyer.
Here.
Mayor Pons.
Here.
Supervisor Shepherd.
Here.
Senator Lucas. Senator Mason.
Here.
Delegate Jenkins.
Here.
Delegate Mullen. Board Member Stant.
Here.
Commissioner Brich. Mr. Halassi.
Here.
Director DeBrule. Vice President Nelson.
Here.
Mayor Alexander.
Here.
Very good.
Now you ask for a motion to move the agenda.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. So carries. Yeah.
Thank you, Chair Tuck. We do not have any written comments to bring forward to the commission, nor do we have anyone who has signed up to come forward and speak today, sir.
Okay, thank you. Item number 4 is the nominating committee for the FY 2023 slate of officers. In preparation for the election of officers of the commission for fiscal year 22-23, I am appointing a nominating committee with the membership of Mayor Alexander, Mayor Rabel, and Supervisor Hippel to receive input from the commissioners and to develop the slate of candidates for consideration. The annual election of the HRT chair and vice chair will be held at the annual organizational meeting on June 16, 2022. With that, we're going to move to item number 5 and ask our executive director, Page, to item number 5.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission. Before you, the consent items 5A and 5B. On the consent agenda, as you know, it's carried in a black book. That would be 5A, the minutes of the March 17, 2022 special meeting, and also 5B, which is the HRTAC FY 2023 Administrative and Project Development Budget. Back to you, sir.
That's asked for a motion second to approve this item.
Motion to approve.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. So moved. Item number 6, Director Page.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission. Before you, and the action item agenda is item 6A. Before you is in your package is the decision brief for the HRTAC 2045 long-range plan of finance update for the region's high priority projects and the Hampton Roads Regional Transit Fund. As this commission may recall, about 4 years ago, HRTAC commission staff, which was ultimately adopted by this body, we developed a 2045 long-range plan of finance for the HRTAC high priority projects, and also communicated that plan to the HRTPO. As you all know, the Hampton Roads Transportation Planning Organization sets the prioritization of the projects, and then we move forward as a commission under your leadership and authorization to develop those projects and deliver them through a very comprehensive plan of finance, and also working with VDOT to deliver those projects. This process that you have before you has brought forward a lot of discussion that has included a work session with the Finance Committee, and then coming back again at the meeting this week, sitting down in the leadership of Finance Committee Chair Hippel We then rolled out what we refer to as the draft program finance update for the 2045 long range plan of finance. And also that includes both the highway projects and also the transit funded projects through the transit fund. Mr. Chairman, I'd like to turn the floor over to Mr. Hippel, who Supervisor Hippel, as you know, is your chair of the Finance Committee, to report out the activities of that workshop and also moving forward with the action.
Thank you, Director. Mr. Chairman, I want to report out that at our April 19, 2022 Finance Committee meeting, the Finance Committee had a detailed discussion on the HRTAC 2045 Long Range Plan of Finance update for the regional high priority projects and the Hampton Roads Regional Transit Fund. Following discussion, the Finance Committee took action and endorsed the HRTAC 2045 Long Range Plan of Finance updating the regional high priority projects and the Hampton Roads Regional Transit Fund. On behalf of the Finance Committee, authorized me to recommend recommendations, the approval of the 2045 Long Range Plan of Finance update to the Commission and request that the Commission authorize the Executive Director to conduct a public hearing on the proposed HRTAC 2045 proposed Long Range Plan of Finance update, sir.
Heard the motion, can I get a second? Second. Any discussion? All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, members of the Commission, for that. Item 7 is a discussion item. As the Commission knows, it is a special call meeting. We move forward with some very direct and deliberate actions of the Commission to advance project financing, and also through that, we had a proposal for a bond anticipation note, which was approved, as well as the cash optimization model was adopted and put into place as to be implemented. And those actions, as the commissioners may recall, there was a look-see to the market to make sure that we were continuing with our financial advisors to look very clearly and succinctly at the market about monitoring that, to ensure that we were able to first absorb it and do the bonding, especially the bond sale, which we'll talk about in just a minute, through the cash optimization, that the Commission would see a net positive benefit for the defeasance of the 2018 bonds, and also through the cash optimization model that was put into play. We would also sell debt on the HRTAC project as senior lien debt of the Commission at a lower prevailing rate with the benefit savings. The benefit coming to the Commission at the time was considered to be a present value of around $70 million. As you all know, we've been keeping a close eye, and I'm sure you have as well, in your roles with your local jurisdictions, an eye on the market to see what has happened recently in the uptake of the economy, and of course, inflation is what it is. And it has had a bearing on our projected benefit. Before we move forward with the defeasance activities, the financial advisor was asked again to take a look at what the benefit to the Commission would be on the cash optimization process. I came in at over $40 million, still a present value savings, which is significant. Well over 11% of benefit to the Commission over what we would have paid over time, with it leaving those very high cost bonds, especially the long bonds in place. It was also determined very quickly that the bond anticipation note, which was a much shorter series of about 15 months, was not advantageous for the Commission to move forward in. Remember, we had set some thresholds in, I'll call it the four corners of what we could or could not do moving forward with the authorization that this board had put forward. So we flipped at that time the process. We deferred the ban sale and moved forward with cash optimization. In doing that, I'd like to call upon Ms. Megan Gilliland. Mr. Ballou sends his best regards. He's not with us today. He's across the pond in Scotland. Hope he's enjoying his time away. But Ms. Gilliland, you all may recall, was a very commonly seen fixture down here that Mr. Ballou picked up, but she supports him behind the scenes very strongly in the mind of HRTAC as well. So Ms. Gilliland, welcome back to the front table, and looking forward to hearing your report out as to our activities. Thank you.
Thank you. As Mr. Page mentioned, cash optimization is a two-step process. Step one was the defeasance of the 2018 A bonds, the longer maturities. We closed on that transaction this past Tuesday, defeasing roughly $264 million of the 2018 bonds, which, as you may recall, those bonds were used to finance the initial 6 projects. There are rules in place under Treasury regulations and tax laws that require there to be a period of time that lapses between defeasance, this is the first step in the process, and the second step, which is the issuance of new money bonds for the HRTAC project. We posted the offering document for that new transaction yesterday. The plan right now, with market conditions pending, will be to price those bonds this coming Wednesday and close on May 19th.
Very good. Mr. Chairman, that's our report for you today on the HRTAC financing activities. And I want to thank, also we have a representative from Wells Fargo in the back room here, who's a senior underwriter that's working with us on this bond sale. So we're moving forward with the team that's been with us now for about 5-6 years on the financing side. We're very confident, commissioners, that we will be successful on this endeavor. So, Mr. Chair, turn the floor back over to you for any questions that any commissioners may have.
Any questions or comments from members of the commission? That was a discussion item. There's no motion needed on that. In which case, that brings us to item number 8, Director Page.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Chair. Item number 8 is the information item as part of your agenda. Contained inside of this package for you is the HRTAC monthly financial report. As you'll see, the financial condition of the commission is strong and well, as well as the VDOT project update section. Administrator Hall is away with family today, so he is not here with us. I will say that, Mr. Stan, if you had anything you'd like to mention, I do believe, if I could, sir, give him the floor. Isn't there a new CTV member that you may want to bring forward with an announcement? Has that been announced yet, sir? I know that the decision has been made.
I don't think it's been publicized. It's
Okay.
announced, Mr. William Coleman attended his first meeting on Tuesday. He is very familiar with reports and the questions and put forward in business. He joined the commission on the board on Tuesday. He would have been here today, other than the fact that there's some kind of state report speech that's going on today, or else he would have been here. So anyway, he's a very knowledgeable fellow, and I think we're all very fortunate to have him on board.
Well, thank you, CTV member Stan, and that makes now 3 members basically from the Hampton Roads region, including Eastern Shore with Mr. Johnson as well. So it's been a real pleasure working with 3 members of the CTV representing out of this region, chair members. Also, just a reminder, Mr. Chairman and members of the commission, the HRTAC annual organizational meeting will be held on June 16th here in this room in person at 12:30 p.m. That's what I have for you today, sir, on your information items.
Excuse me, Mr. Chair, may I ask that whoever is speaking, that you please turn on your microphone? Thank you, sir.
In that there's nothing for new business, we are adjourned.
A lot more time.